I'm Leila. So today we have a Fireknight Hard Stage 10 showcase for you, courtesy of DaGreer. The team we're going to be running is going to be Tomb Lord, Valkyrie, Corvus, Cardiel, and Coldheart. So basically with this, Cardiel and Valkyrie become very, very critical in this comp because of the revives, because of the counterattacks, the team attacks become very, very important. Corvus shines in this as he keeps extending the buffs on our team, so you guys are going to see that. Coldheart, we're not focusing on our Heartseeker in this case, but more that her A1 is a multi-hit. It hits 4 times with a heal reduction as well. And of course, the Tomb Lord. So let's start with Tomb Lord. You're going to see that we actually have him built in Stalwart, which is 30% less damage take from enemy AoE attacks, which is great because we know that the Fireknight comes in swinging, right? And he's also in Perception. So for his stats, he's at almost 50,000 HP, 2,700 attack, 3,400 defense. His speed's at 258. He is crit capped, 138% crit damage, 230 resistance, and 338 on the accuracy. He is blessed, and his blessing is going to be Phantom Touch. Has a chance to inflict bonus damage. And his masteries are going to be down the offense and the support trees. And what you don't see behind me is that we have Blood Shield with his T6 being Giant Slayer. Hi, May. Yes, I'm going to get to Corvus shortly. I'm going over the whole team. I think he's the third one on there, so just stick around. I'm going to get to him in a moment. All right, that is Tomb Lord. Next up is going to be Miss Valkyrie. So you're going to see that Valk is in a speed set, and she's also in a reflex, which is a 40% chance to reduce a random skill cooldown. And for her stats, she's in almost 41,000 HP, 1,900 attack, 6,200 defense, 303 speed. We're not too worried about her crit rate or the crit damage, right? And then we do have 251 resistance and 248 on the accuracy. Now, DaGreer is pointing out for Tomb Lord that Phantom Touch procs count as hits in the Fireknight, which is also critical on the boss as well too, which is really exciting. So for Valkyrie's masteries, we have offense and supports. And what you don't see behind me is Methodical, Kill Streak, and her T6 is going to be War Master. You're scraped to the bottom of the barrel on your Stalwart gear? Yeah, I hear you. All right, next up is Corvus. So Corvus, we're going to see that he's in Regen and Immortal. And for his stats, look at that. Very, very tanky Corvus, right? Lots of HP here. Almost 74,000 HP, 1,900 attack, 3,200 defense, 264 in the speed. We're not worried about his crit rate or crit damage because, again, with him, it's going to be poisons, right? Lots of poisons. 325 in the resistance and 363 on the accuracy. He is blessed, and with him, he has Brimstone for the smites. And for his masteries, we have offense and support. So we don't see behind me is going to be Methodical and the T6 being War Master. Same gear as your Dragon Corvus, just change the masteries. Nice, okay. That'll work. All right, that's Corvus. Next up is going to be Cardiel. So you're going to see that Cardiel is in Relentless and in Speed. And he also does have some special accessories. He has Reaction, with chance to change a crit into a normal attack. So he actually has a Reaction Ring, and he has a Revenge Amulet, which is also a chance to counterattack. For his stats, he's at 79,000 HP. So again, a lot of HP in these guys, right? 1,900 attack, 3,300 defense, 293 speed. Not worried about him being crit capped at all, because again, that's not why he's here, right? 327 resistance, 140 on the accuracy. And for his masteries, we have him down the offense and the support trees with Methodical, Kill Streak, and War Master for the T6. Okay. And the last one is going to be Miss Coldheart. So you're going to see that Miss Coldheart is in a reflex set, which again is a 40% chance to reduce a random skill cooldown. And she happens to also be in Defiant, which is defense plus 10% and does 15% less damage taken from enemy AoE attacks, which again comes in really, really important with the Fireknight because of his AoE. She also does have some special accessories. You're going to see that she has a Refresh Ring, and she also has Refresh Amulets. And for her stats, she has 40,000 HP, 2,800 attack, 2,300 on the defense, 214 speed, not crit capped, which ends up being okay, guys. 229 on the crit damage, 142 in the resistance, and 358 on the accuracy. And you see that she actually has a 4-star blessing, which happens to be Phantom Touch on this, right? Which inflicts bonus damage. And for her masteries, we have her down the offense and the support. And so again, behind me, we have Methodical, Kill Streak, and War Master for her T6. All right, guys, so here's the team for Fireknight 10 Hard. We got Tomb Lord, Valk, Corvus, Cardiel, Coldheart, and let's go run them in Fireknight. All right, guys, here we are on Fireknight Hard Stage 10. And here's our comp. So we do have Cardiel in the lead for ally speed in all battles by 19%. We have Tomb Lord, Valk, Corvus, and Coldheart. So let's look at the presets before we hop on in. So starting with Cardiel, is we are going to shut off his Angel Song on round 1, which is the block debuffs revive. On round 2, we are going to have him start with that, but he's only going to do it once. Then when we get to the actual Fireknight boss, he is going to start with Angel Song again, which does the block debuffs, and he's going to do Heavenly Host, which increases crit rate and crit damage. For Tomb Lord, we're going to have him start with Blight on round 1, which decreases turn meter of all enemies. We have an AoE decrease turn meter, plus we have decreased attack and decreased defense. On round 2, we are going to have him start with Blight again. And then when we get to round 3, we're going to have him start with Crippling Blows, which hits 3 times and does a decreased speed. Because again, remember, we're on Fireknight, right? So we're going to want to try to knock down that shield as fast as we can with multi-hits. Valkyrie, Stand Firm. We're going to start with that once. AoE shield and does counterattacks. Same thing on round 2. And then round 3, we're going to do it again. But you are guys going to notice round 1 and 2, we only do it once. And on round 3, we start. And then, we're going to kind of focus on that as well, too. For Corvus, we're going to have him start with Field Research, which is the AoE Poison. He's only going to do it once. Then we're going to go to Reductive Process, which just does a single target with decreased attack, right? Round 2, we're going to have him do Medical Miracle once, which is an AoE. And then round 3, we're going to have him start with it, but then we're also going to focus on that as well, too, which is going to be the 2-hitter. And the last one is Coldheart. Coldheart, we don't touch her in round 1, don't touch her in round 2. And on round 3, we are going to shut off the AoE. All right. That way we have the hit 4 times with the heal reduction and the Heartseeker as well, too. Now, also keep in mind, I know I mentioned this before, but on this, the Heartseeker, this really doesn't work like it's going to a normal Fireknight. Keep that in mind. Primarily, her job in this dungeon is hitting 4 times on the A1, and that heal reduction is going to be really, really important against the Fireknight, okay? So here we go. And yes, I did turn off super raids. DaGreer asked me to. Just so you guys are aware. I know those of you guys watching on YouTube are going to be like, shut off super raids. I did shut off super raids. He asked me to. All right, here we go. Now, where all this comes in handy against the Fireknight, right, is we're going to have these ally attacks. We're going to have these counterattacks. We're going to have these multi-hits. We're going to have these heal reductions. We're going to have lots of poisons, lots of debuffs. All of this ends up being so needed against this Fireknight on hard, right? Because right now, this is definitely probably some of the hardest content, right? I know Twitch chat is saying that, is that this is definitely something that they're struggling with the most. Is of all the new hard dungeons, definitely Fireknight, or just kind of in general, Fireknight hard is definitely the most difficult. Now, DaGreer did mention to try to focus Raiho and take her down, as fast as we can. So we'll do that for this. Do you see that we have her targeted? Not so much worried about, those Skranks and Tiomisias at the moment, but taking out Raiho. And if you guys are running Fireknight 10, we'd love to know what you guys are running. This boss is overtuned, yeah. So Twitch chat's just making all kinds of comments about how hard Fireknight is just, it's tough. Asking if anyone has a Cardiel to donate for this content. I mean, I don't have a Cardiel. I would love a Cardiel. And then Twitch chat's also asking if Cardiel has a story. So for those of you guys who didn't know, I did start a new Raid Lore Stories only YouTube channel. I'll have a link down below. It's called Raid Lore Stories. And Cardiel and Cecilia do not have a lore story, and I wish they did. I wish. They do not. All right, so we want to take down the shield as fast as we can. So everybody does have on the revive if they need it. Okay. And we do have counterattacks on as well. There we go. Shield is down. Okay. So he swung. Everybody had counterattack on. So we're going to be counterattacking, try to take down the shield again. Hi, HWZ. What's up? Okay. Shield's down. Oh, that card with his extra turns there. All right, he swings. And again, they have plenty of shields on. Not to mention, you see that everybody has the revive on as well, too. They call them like a little B-res, right? You know, me, that comes to like MMO games, like World of Warcraft, or a B-res, a battle res, right? Always kind of the joke. As you can see that they all have their revive on, too. And counterattacks. So DaGreer says this run probably takes between like 5 to 6 minutes, but it'll clear. Yep, and Corvus keeps extending the buffs, which is helping the security. So DaGreer did want to point that out, is that, you know, part of the reason why we keep having those revives and counterattacks on is Corvus keeps extending the buffs for us, which is really going to help with that survivability. Because again, we got those shields on, which is great, because that way when the Fireknight swings, we're all right. Even though, granted, you know, we do have Cardial in there for the revives, right? But still. All right, 343. Oh, are they going to clear it earlier than 5? I know you had said it takes about 5 to 6 minutes. They're in a pretty good spot. All right, shields down. Let's see how they do. Maybe, maybe not. There we go. Hey, new best time. Really good run. Congratulations, DaGreer. New best time. So let's check it. Tomb Lord did 1.4 mil. Corvus did 3 mil. Cold Heart still did 2.8. Cold Heart still did 2.8. Like I said, guys, also consider that her Heartseeker doesn't do the amount of damage it normally would. Because, again, this is Fireknight hard 10, right? Look at that. That's exciting. Very, very nice. DaGreer, thank you so very, very much. Guys, you know, drop me some comments down below. What comps are you trying to run for Fireknight Hard Stage 10? This was really, really good. Thank you so much for watching.